We are using up a huge amount of coal, though. And the temperature. Okay, a little bit of a thaw. Temperature has risen. That's good. That'll give us, we could build some more storage facilities, I suppose. How do we build the steam coal? We still don't have a steam coal thumper. We have steam steelworks. We have... We don't have a steel... We need to upgrade to the steam coal mine, too. We want to upgrade all of our existing structures to steam, I think. Let's build another depot to store coal. It doesn't... The depot doesn't really need to be heated either. That's the nice thing. Nobody works there. We can just kind of let that chill. No pun intended. See, it's funny that we let it chill, because... Scouts have returned safely. They brought us 36 people, 152 wood, 64 steel, a couple steam cores. We have 103 people who don't have jobs. We could put some of them to work in the mines. Here, pick up at that last engineer, because we want you to be fully stocked. DK, welcome to the stream. I want to have an automaton working here. How's that automaton coming at the factory? It's nearly done. Advanced heaters is researched. That's fantastic. Speaking of which, we could probably afford to... Here, just you store coal. We could probably afford... Well, two things. One, build another, like, resource depot. We want to be able to store food rations. Give me another resource depot and just put it... Oh, we can't put it there. What about here? Will you fit in here? You will. Be there. I hate the fact that we're heating it, but... Gonna need a little more housing. Yeah, we'll need to build a couple huts. We don't... Well, we have enough steel. A new automaton has been built. He works here now. Automaton sorted. We are going to need some more housing. I'd like to upgrade some of our existing housing, but we do have these newly heated regions out here that we're spending an absolute fortune in coal to keep warm. There's no reason to not make people live in those houses. We need to build 3 houses. There are 21 homeless people. Why don't you just be there and there? We're not adjacent to a street, Pete. Oh, good God. What else do you want? You want, like, golf course living, too? Is that okay? I mean, any other unreasonably stupid demands? We like oceanfront property, Pete. Well, it's a frozen fucking wasteland. Either none of it is oceanfront or technically all of it is. Adasso, hey, welcome to the stream. Hey, Command Post, what's up? Our scouts have done... Oh, they're waiting to be told to go somewhere. There's really nowhere else for our scouts to go, though. I mean, they've been pretty much everywhere except for this stone ship. I guess go there. That's all that's left. We're slowly defeating the... What's causing discontent to rise? An unpopular decision, 2 thefts, a guard got killed, and we... Ah, it's the emergency shift, though. Londoners suck. It sounds like you're firing a shot at the London Spitfires, the Overwatch League team. Ooh, the Londoners suck. Don't worry, none of them from London. They're all from South Korea. Late night, Pete, what's best? Test subject needed. Sir, the engineer working on the automaton project is back. He wants to borrow an automaton. I'm close to a breakthrough. I just need an automaton for a day, and I believe I'll be able to propose specific modifications that will raise their performance permanently. Yes. You know what? Give him an automaton. That's fine. We've got engineers over here. We have plenty of steam cords. I'll just build another one. And worst case scenario, that automaton, when he is built, we can always have him, go work somewhere else. I don't want to hear a complaint about anybody being homeless. I don't want to hear a complaint about anybody being hungry. The only reason you're hungry is because you're too lazy to walk your ass over to the cookhouse and get a meal. What do you think this is? What, are we doing DoorDash here? You want DoorDash, you better move to a major metropolitan area, not a frozen fucking wasteland at the ass end of the universe. Pete, are you really going to let that engineer have a day off with a sex bot? It's the end of the world, at least somebody should get what they want, chat. If it's the end of the world and one engineer has the dream, a chance at the dream of living out one day at the end of the universe with his very own personal sex bot, I, in good conscience, can't deny him that. I feel as though I have to. We need 30 steel to start that research. We can wait for 30 steel. With all this unemployment, a door ought to be pretty easy. Research. I need 30 steel. We'll get it. The project I want costs 30 steel. We'll have that very quickly. Our automatons work round the clock, so we're getting steel 24/7. What is it that you want? Oh, right. You're just reminding me that I don't have research started. I want you to store food rations. Now our cookhouses are working. They should be able to produce like a week's worth of rations in a single day. We have tons of raw food. Are we still, we're still gaining 160 food a day? But we're using, YouTube videos are old compared to now. I think they're catching up. But yeah, they were from, I think, a week before last. Yeah, chat, we're on the research. We gotta wait to get 30 steel to do the research that we want. We want to improve our generator efficiency. We also need to get more food because those extra mouths we have to feed are apparently helping to push us out of house and home. Oh, we have 30 steel now. Do this. And then we need to build another flying, what is it? Like a flying hunter's hut? We could build another hothouse. We can't build a hunter's hangar because it takes 40 wood and 40 steel. We could build another hothouse, though. Hothouses need to be kept warm, but we have the space for it. Well, we kind of don't. Never mind. We could put it here, but then we're wasting... We're going to have some dead space if we do that, and I hate suboptimal placement of buildings. We could put it here, I guess. It's not adjacent to any street, but we'll fix that. See, now you guys that were complaining about your whole I need Grubhub, I want DoorDash, blah, blah, blah. Fine, I'll give you your very own Whole Foods. Are you happy now? Now you want to know if that food is like locally grown and organically sourced? Well, it'll be easy to find out. You can pop on over to the hothouse and start digging around in the dirt and help them grow some. My people here at the end of the world have still somehow managed to turn into yuppie hipsters. What laws do we still have available? Triage, I don't really care about. We have... I was about to say we have plenty of food, but now that I'm thinking about it, maybe soup is not a terrible idea. We can't do medical apprentices because we have children laboring beneath a stone. Dueling law I don't like. Periodically that's just going to kill people, but the old House of Pleasure, there's some attractiveness to that. And I'm not just talking about this lady. Hey, 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 baby, how's it hanging? Is it cold in there or what, girl? Because, oh, you're right. It's actually like negative 40 degrees Celsius. I'm okay. Those nipples are probably not taut because you're aroused. They're entirely taut because it's absolutely ridiculously cold. This will cause hope to fall slightly. We can employ some hookers in each pub that lower discontent. Hope is tough to come by, and discontent getting rid of is actually not that tough to come by. What if we go for purpose? What else have we got over here that we could do? We could build a prison. I didn't sign the loyalty pledge yet. Provides a permanent hope bonus. Discontent rises slightly. You know, maybe not that though. Forceful persuasion. What is this? And why is it on fire? If we pass the prison, we have to build a prison, and that raises discontent a little bit. Then we have forceful persuasion, which I'm pretty sure is probably just torture. Let's just go for the loyalty pledge. I can always give him... Whoa, that really raised discontent a lot. This will turn our people against each other. I'd be better watch out, and neighbors will be falling over themselves. Scouts number 2 have returned safely to the city with an absolute truckload of resources. We should probably use some of that to upgrade houses because we have 1 trillion steel. By the way, did our other automaton finish? Not quite. We gave 1 to the engineer. That one's not quite finished. This hothouse, what's your temperature like? Warm enough to grow food. That's what it's like. Apart from this one cookhouse, also, we don't need these heaters on. You guys are next to a steam core now. You don't need heaters. Stop wasting coal. You probably don't need a heater either. You can keep your heater on, though, because it's cold out there. And your heater doesn't even do anything. It's on, but we're basically just wasting coal. Who should work this hothouse? How many engineers do we have available? 1. Well, I guess we'll just have workers go ahead and work the hothouse then. We still need to keep an eye on our overall food. Wall drills are a great source for wood. We have a ton of wood, though. We actually need to build a storage hut for wood, specifically. Let's do that. We just got a massive influx of resources. Give me another storage depot over here. And actually here as well. Connect those up with a little bit of road. Drift that. Come on, road. Drift the street on over there. Once those are built, we'll set both of those up and I guess have them... We'll have 1 stockpile wood and maybe 1 stockpile coal. We actually still are in a coal deficit. Kids, come on out here and help Papa Pete with the old coal thumping. Generator efficiency will help our coal problem, but I think after that maybe we should go for steam coal mine or maybe steam... We should probably do steam thumpers because we have 3 of those now. We could also insulate our gathering posts, which will help a little bit. We could take a charcoal kiln and start turning some of that unused wood into charcoal. Advanced steelworks. I feel like our steel production has finally leveled out a little bit. Infirmary and mechanization. Hothouse insulation. We should do all of these insulation ones, though. Flying hunter's gear would also be good. We need to build another flying hunt house. Cookhouse insulation would be super useful as well. Steam thumpers and mines are the best. We should definitely do cookhouse insulation, too. We gotta wait for generator efficiency to finish, though. There's nothing that's more important than that one right now. It's still top. What are you waiting on? I mean, there's nowhere for you to go. I'm tempted to just disband them. Maximum number of scouts is reached. Maximum number of expeditions reached. But our expedition... You know what? We have an expedition that's bringing us wood. We should dismantle that. We're not using... You know what? Yeah, dismantle this wood one. The coal mine we keep. Wood gets dismantled. We actually have the wall drill producing adequate supplies of wood for us. Our wood storage is full. Let's not waste any more time to it. Wood expedition goes to Tesla City. Yeah, I'm thinking that's probably a much better idea. Crank the old speed up. We have nothing for these scouts to do, though. We still need more food, too. We're still in the food hole. Pete, food hole, isn't that what you just referred to your mouth as? Yeah, you put food in a food hole. That's where the food goes. Goes in a... Where'd you put your food? It goes in a food hole. We have plenty of workers. Let's make these workers feed themselves. People abandon the Londoners. Suck it, Londoners. You're down to 6 people. Honestly, as many unemployed people as we have, though, I kind of feel like maybe it'd be okay if you took a few of them with you. What a lovely morning. I'm ready to take on the day. Today will be a good day. I can feel it. Well, it is a balmy minus 40 out, so maybe today will be a good day. Do you think he'll have to use his AK, chat? Because I've heard that any day you don't have to use your AK, that you got to say it was a good day. Today I didn't even have to use my AK. Why are you waiting? Shouldn't you be coming home? Oh, they're just sitting there. Well, we don't really need the steam cores at the moment. We could send them to the fishing village. You know what? Go to the fishing village. I figured those guys would want to come home and get a little R&R, but these guys, to hell with that. They just go straight for the next job. Those are some dedicated bastards. I'll be like, come on back, guys, get a little R&R, relax, maybe chill out a little bit at the nice warmth of our steadfast home. They're like, nah, just give me more bitter toil over the icy wasteland to go and fish in a frozen ocean. I would rather do that. Cannot fault the guy's dedication. So we should have another automaton that's finished. A new automaton has been built. Excellent. Where do we want to put it to work? Probably at one of these coal mines. Actually, both of the coal mines have an automaton. Our steel mill doesn't. Oh, you get an automaton now. And when our engineer gives us that other automaton back, let's do one for wood storage. And let's do... For now, I guess we'll just do another one with coal. I really want to be able to stockpile the holy living shit out of coal. When the engineer gives us that other automaton back, yeah, I think we'll probably have him go work that wall drill. The automatons look so cool traipsing about the city. I love it when they come over to the steam hubs to charge, too. That looks badass. They just, like, squat down on top of it. What are you doing? He's idle. Oh, that's the... Okay, that must be the one the engineer has got his hands on, right? The coal thumpers aren't doing much. That would be because this one has no workers. No, it has workers. It's producing coal. You're producing 50 an hour, 56 an hour. The thumpers are thumping. They thumping, yo. Them thumpers be thumping. Listen to that bass beat. This one has 439 coal piled up outside of it. This thumper be thumping, yo. Not much gathering. We have 3 gathering huts over here. It's got 10 kids working on it. This one has legitimate workers. And this one, okay, admittedly also has... You know, maybe they'll work better if we just have workers do it. Probably slightly more efficient if we don't force children to do it. The automaton project. Sir, the engineer working on the automaton project sent in his report. He broke the automaton he borrowed. Now he wants a steam core. The damage hasn't been for nothing. We can fix the broken machine, and on top of that, we can now adjust the automatons to make them work faster. The engineer's busy again now, but he said he's onto something really exciting. Fine, have a steam core. Efficiency of the automatons rises by 5%, but discontent will rise slightly. Give him a steam core. Discontent's going to go up a little bit, but you want to know what happens when you express discontent in my town? Malfunctioning automaton has been repaired. Beautiful. Can it go back to work? Or is he still using it? I guess it can go back to work now. There's our upgrade. Generator efficiency has been increased. What's next? Steam hub efficiency would also be good. I think we got to go with resources, though. Let's get steam thumpers. Would we rather have steam thumpers or would we rather have steam coal mines? Steam coal mines might be better. We should also maybe knock out some of this insulation. Give me the cookhouse insulation. Maybe we can finally get it warm enough in a damn cookhouse that this one will actually work when it's cold. Also, that shouldn't take especially long, considering it's a relatively low-tier research. And if we need to, we can always force our engineers to work another 24-hour shift. Speaking of which, I have 11 idle engineers. They probably ought to be doing something. Londoners are down to 6. Look at our hope, though. It's through the roof. Mostly because of our propaganda and secret informants. Hey, Twitch chat, did you guys hear? I heard that clock tower guy is I heard he's a Londoner. He's hoarding food. I've seen him hoarding food, and he's just waiting to abandon us. Don't tell the overseer. Check your explorers. We don't have anything for these guys to explore, though. Research goes faster with 2 research buildings. We actually have 4 research buildings, chat. We got one here. We got one here. I think there's one over here, and then we have another one somewhere. Also here. You should ban or banish that clock tower. Well, we can't isolate him. It's only a rumor. We don't want to act without proof. Why is this thing at 50% efficiency? The second discontent goes up, I'm so loose in a guard patrol, though. Explorers will become useful again when the London problem is fixed. I'm content to let them wait for now. It's fine. We have one more location to explore, and we've got these guys on the way to the stone ship. It should be fine. How's our overall coal production doing? We're at a very mild coal surplus. That's perfect, then. Food balance. Food rations, we're gaining a truckload. Excellent. Untreated citizens, we have none. Perfect. I mean, the city is looking pretty badass, chat. 377 of our citizens are housed. Everybody is housed. Is everybody housed in a warm house, though? We have, we're actually full of steel. We should definitely use some. Hold on a second, then. Let's upgrade houses with better houses. It is going to get ridiculously cold again. Let's start working on these houses out on the outskirts. This takes a considerable amount of steel, but we don't really mind. Half of our city is now homeless. But only, you know, this is a moment for our citizens. Interesting, I didn't get the Londoner problem. You didn't get the Londoner problem in our something different. See, that's how we know Clock Tower's secretly a Londoner, chat. Look at him. Oh, really? I didn't know about this Londoner problem. This is the first I've heard of. He's a Londoner. Somebody call the guards and have them take him off and make him swear a loyalty oath. We got a real Habitat for Humanity situation working here. 131 homeless people. You're only homeless because you won't build your own house. We've given you everything you need. You have the tools. I'm tempted. Oh, we can't actually have them make an emergency shift yet. Okay. Oh, really? I just need an automaton and a few days off? No, I've gone down that road once already. It's too late. Why did Hope fall? Hope is falling. Why? Oh, no. Never mind. Hope is going. Okay, never mind. Hope fell when everybody became homeless, and now that everybody has a nice, warm house to live in, hope is going right back up. Our lack of hope was simply due to the fact that people were slightly miffed about not being able to live in a gorgeous, luxurious abode. Our people really are getting spoiled, though. Oh, I don't live in the penthouse. I guess I'll just maybe steal food. Oh, I don't live in the penthouse. How can you see your supply of prosthetics? Hey, chat. Anybody know how we can take a look at our, like, overall prosthetic supply? If we go to the medical center, will it tell us how many prosthetics we have? We have no patients. We have 6 amputees, so we should definitely have this thing building more prosthetics then. Like at least 6 prosthetics, because 6 amputees. Build some more food storage. We're actually low on food. No, never mind. It's not that we're low on food, it's that our food is getting converted into food rations at an unbelievably furious pace. It is very quickly being converted into rations. Also, any of these places on the outskirts where an automaton is working, if they have their heater on, turn it off. You're an automaton factory, you don't need a heater. Automaton factory, you don't need a heater. Automaton factory doesn't need a heater. Alright, just making sure we're not wasting any resources here. How's the heat map look? Again, it's just the cookhouse that sucks. And possibly this hospital, if we turn the heater off. I'm okay with leaving that heater on. Our next bit of research is going to be insulation for our cookhouses. The number of oh, okay. There you go. There's your prostheses. Fantastic. Welcome to the stream, by the way, Super. We should definitely speed up time. Why is this place one worker short? Staying home, staying home, staying home. Why are you missing? Just missing a worker? They're just flat out missing a worker. People abandon the Londoners. They're down to 4. There's only 4 filthy, stinking rats in the rest of my city. I'm proud to be a citizen of this city. 3 cheers for the captain. Today will be a good day. I can feel it. Edith Sedley, I want to know more about you. I like the cut of your jib, Edith. And as a single man, I gotta say, I'm looking to help maybe repopulate the world a little bit. Although we do have 61 unemployed brat-assed urchins in this city, it feels like we should probably give them a task. Also, we have unemployed engineers. We should have those guys doing something as well. Maybe we'll staff this hothouse with engineers. Engineers may produce more food than a regular worker. Do we have any worthless children working anywhere? Workers, all workers. I'm not seeing any kids anywhere. None of our kids are working. God, I feel like I'm such a... Oh, wait, we have 5 children working out here. All right, not anymore. I do feel like a bit of a failure, I'm not gonna lie. Anytime I don't have at least some children working. Yes, build this outpost. 100 raw food every day. That's fine. The other thing it was producing was wood, and we had an outpost producing wood, but we don't need it. We're almost at our wood storage cap. Food is vastly more useful. We can stockpile a big ton of that. Need more wood storage? It's in the red. Do we need to store it, though? Like, I'm actually tempted to just shut the wall drill off. It's producing 12 wood an hour. We do still need to upgrade some houses, I guess. There you go. That's every house left in the city fully upgraded, and that'll burn through some of that wood, too. Can you build more research centers for your extra engineers? We have 4 research centers, which is the cap. Engineers are better at some jobs than regular workers. Like, for instance, engineers are better... I think if you have them work in a coal mine, like, they produce more than a regular worker. We only have 1 unemployed engineer. Unemployed? He's fun-employed, Pete. Okay, fine. When this workday is over, by the way, our engineers are working another round-the-clock shift. It's going to make discontent rise, but as soon as discontent rises, I'll send out the Gestapo to crush it. Cookhouse insulation research. Cookhouses are now warmer, plus 1 level of heat for cookhouses. We could do hothouse insulation, too, because we've got a couple on the outsides of town, which get a little cold. What are infirmary checklists? House redesign? What does this do? Oh. Well, no. No. Absolutely not, no. We've already built all the houses we need. Probably steam coal mines, I'm thinking, is our next bit. Unless there's some... you know, making our automatons better would be medical automatons. Automatons can be used at medical posts and infirmaries. Engineering automatons allows engineers to be used at workshops and factories. Interesting. We don't really need more scouts. Some of the ones that we have now don't do anything. We can make our outpost teams faster. I like that upgrade. What does streamlined prostheses do? They cost less steel to make. I don't really care how much steel they cost, though, because we have so much. Anything that's good in the heating tree. Making our steam hubs more efficient seems really useful because it's about to get super cold again. Alternatively, rather than making them more efficient, we could just up... You know what? Give me the steam coal mine. We're just going to upgrade our ability to produce coal. We can afford to be... We're going with the full tax and spend Democrat mode. We don't care how fast we burn the coal. We'll just make more coal, because it'll never run out, right? We're down to 4 amputees. I have a prosthetic up here. Somebody ought to be having... Okay, I was going to say, somebody ought to be getting that shit installed. Don't worry, discontent. You'll go back down. The homes are almost finished. Crank that speed back up. Anybody notice that since legalizing prostitution, Pete's wood supply has been bulging? Prostitution is not yet legal in our city. We haven't gone that route yet. We're thinking about it. New order. With the introduction of the new order, all who voice doubts will be treated as traitors. Obedience is the highest virtue without which the city can't survive. All those who do not follow will be swept aside. Hope will never be a problem again. A public execution space will be built. Some public enemies will die. Some people will feel compelled to fight this law. Some of them will die. Yeah, I'm going to say no. Hope already isn't a problem based on the fact that our people love living here. I'm going to not do that. I might do... You know what? I really feel like it's time for us to go ahead and just legalize the old House of Pleasure. This lowers hope a little bit. I don't want it to lower... You know what? It manages discontent, but it lowers hope. What does dueling involve? Being able to duel reduces discontent, spontaneous... These are just ways to manage discontent, though, and we don't need it. We can extend the workday at a facility to 14 hours. Working overtime causes... You know what? We're doing extended shifts. We're going to get some of these lazy-ass engineers working extended shifts. That's what we're going to do.